Hello, Fifth. It's the Poo Guru here again. This is going to be my May 2021 garden update, but before I get into that, uh, the neighbors have been noisy recently, so I've had to go over there and ask them to be quiet. I don't know, it's been a bunch of moans and groans at night. Anyway, enough about them guys. Check this out. So, my better half assisted me with the painting of these signs, and on the right side of your screen I'm going to put the available products that I will have, and on the left side of your screen, when the other signs are finished, I'm going to put the things that are coming soon. So anyway, that's about all I've got to do with the sign right now. I added a couple little pieces of 2x4s to make the hangers and everything like that, but outside of that, it's just a sign, just to get their attention. So, but I have made some upgrades here and there, and let me turn the camera and we'll go from there. Yay, traffic. So as you can tell, I've got my blue tent set up. I've got a trailer that I got from a neighbor, basically for free. I just had to haul it off. And I've got some starter plants sitting on that trailer, and you can't see it at the moment due to the camera angle, but on the other side I've got a pallet laying on the ground, and I've got some more plants on the other side. And we'll pan over here to this. This is what I'm calling the pumpkin melon patch. And if you see the flags out there, it might be difficult to see them, but if you see the flags out there spaced out about every 10 feet or so in a sort of a pattern, I've got pumpkins, I've got honeydew, I've got watermelons, and once my cantaloupes come up, I will have a couple of cantaloupes out there to cover this, to make it fertile soil for a good planting area next year. And also in there, let's zoom in just a touch, you can tell that I've got some pots over there. They've got starter plants in them, and that's where I've been keeping them overnight, so that way the critters don't get to them as easily before I sell them or trade for them or whatever. I mean, cash is nice, but on the same token, if it's an item that I can use, I'd probably rather have that. Anyhow, alright, so that's going to be enough about that. Let's go grab my coffee. Don't know about you guys, but my allergies have been kicking my butt this year. I don't know if you can tell. Let me get a little stable right here. There it is. Took a piece of 4-inch PVC Schedule 40 pipe that I had laying around. I don't know, it's probably 8 or 10 inches long. Just dug a hole, put it in there, and put the dirt back. I put the orange fencing on a T-post and kind of strapped it in, and then This particular one, I took a 2x4 as a piece of backer material, and I ran a couple of screws. Let's see if I can find one. Anyway, yep, there we go. Alright, I just took a couple of deck screws and ran it through the holes that are in the T-post itself, and that way it would hold that piece of piping on there to act as a piece of grab material or something. I don't know what you would call it, a holder, but it will fit over the top of this, and it snags a little bit, but on the same token it does work. Got another piece of pipe in the ground here, so that way I just take it from there, pull it across. Delicious coffee, y'all. And then close it up for the night. So, anywho, just using what I got to the best I know how. Let's see here. This is the rest of the melon patch area. I didn't have enough cardboard to cover all of this, and honestly my fencing was limited too, so that kind of worked out to be as big as it is. But you know, there's more area, and if you look in the background, see all that grass back there, the vast majority of that is going to end up being some sort of garden plots. So yeah. Eventually, that's the plan anyway. So let me pan this thing a little bit. See the new Durango tractor, greenhouse, raised beds, the house, and my trash pile that I'm slowly trying to get rid of. So, see the bubbles on the other side. Steady picking up materials here and there from people. I've gotten all of this wood right here was at a guy's house about 10 minutes away. Even these pieces of tin and these railings and all this stuff on the back here, which majority of it is glass windows. He'd give it to me. All I had to do was haul it off. Majority of the lumber's still good. There were some I put into my trash pile, but glass. Got some logs over here. Gonna eventually kind of block off an area where people can pull in and park once I get the tractor fixed. I got to do some work to the carburetor, but yeah, once I get the tractor fixed and moved out of the way, running like it ought to be, I'll fix up a little parking area, so that way people can pull in over here and then park over here. You know, still ain't done anything with the bubbles, but that's besides the point. Look at the greens, man. Holy macaroni. Look at the greens. I don't know, it's been what, a month since I put them in here? I have to go back and check. Got a couple different kinds of beans, 2 or 3 different kinds of corn, squash on your right hand side going down the edge, and then zucchini on the left hand side going down the edge. Whole bed full of this stuff. This one's still in progress. One project at a time, y'all. Got me a fire barrel. Yeah, trash. It's slowly going away. Spring garden, it's in full swing, man. It's get it time. All right. Sorry, I had to make some adjustments to my camera and drink some coffee. That rose bush from last year, I don't know if y'all remember, it wasn't but about as big as a 5-gallon bucket. This thing's got more blooms on it than you shake 2 sticks at. My better half's mimosa tree. All my equipment here, most of it runs when I put gas in it. Whee! Boy, did that make you dizzy? That's my little leaf baler. Couple of water tanks I'll be getting set up for just holding water, rainwater basically, to water the garden with. Wood splitter I need to make modifications to, and some other junk back there, ladders. I got a free cart. It is a Rubbermaid brand, but the silly thing is missing a wheel. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Bags of bottles and stuff. More lumber I've had for a little while. Talked to the neighbor Ralph, and he's going to let me kind of clear out some of these woods a little bit to kind of reclaim some usable space. Not going to take any of the big trees down or anything like that, but as you can tell, I did this. I just took logs and made a wooden box, and then I had a bunch of junk. I'll just put it in here. I'm just gonna let it sit for a while over here in the back corner, kind of out of the way. As it breaks down, you know, just keep messing with it. I'll probably build a few more of these piles. There's plenty of wood back here to do that with. Got a tree leaning right there that's dead. I'll be taking it down. Bark. As you can see, I've already done it one time before. Dang, vine's about tripped me, sorry. So we're back over here by the bubbles. I got a whole bunch of planter pots from another neighbor in these boxes. Most of them are pretty small. They're maybe half gallon or so. Got herbs in this one, like sage and cilantro and dill. Got some flowers in this one, like morning glories and marigolds. A couple other odds and ends. Nothing in them hanging pots there. These are supposed to be ginger. We'll see if they made it through the winter. I don't know. Some more marigolds right there. You can see the darker spots. That's where I've got some other stuff watered, and majority of all this is tomatoes. I've got a couple marigolds and nasturtiums spread out through there. There's a nasturtium, that bright green thing right there. And another one. But if y'all see, I've got onions in pots spread out throughout my garden. I don't know if it's going to work, but they say that the strong smell of onions do deter most critters and whatnot, so why not? I mean, you don't necessarily have to plant them in the ground next to them, I don't suppose, to be effective. Oh well. Alright, make this thing a little more compact. Alright. So we found a bunch of flowers the other day. There's a Evening Sun Mix, Velvet Queen Sunflower, and Teddy Bear Sunflower. Down here we've got some bunch of onions, and I tried to make some more herbage grow here. Rosemary, peppermints, etc. Which mint families, which includes catnip, are very invasive, so be careful when you plant some of those. And then over here, I've got some jalapenos and banana peppers, etc., etc. Underneath, got some more flowers, forget-me-nots, alyssums, aster zinnia, dahlia, African daisy, cosmos, dwarf zinnia. Yeah, whole bunches of stuff. Bunches and bunches and bunches of plants. A bunch of peppers, really, right now. Most all the tomatoes have graduated out into the garden or wherever they're going to go. Still got some odds and ends growing in here. The handful of the spinach hung on. And that guy right there is a pepper. Spinach, 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 spinach. And then these guys right here are peppers. My onions. You can see some little stringy things sticking up. Those are the onions that I planted from seed. That one big one right there, or a bunch of big ones I should say, those are store-bought. Planted in there. My carrots are getting it. Won't be long now. I've got some kind of rogue squash plant growing in there too. Ralph got this plant from somebody. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but he didn't really have anywhere to keep it, so he brought it over. Avi the avocado. Bless his heart, he ain't doing so well, but he'll be alright. Yep, bunches of. Got some catnip growing right there. And 3 little guys. That's gonna be fun. We got 2 cats in there. Then in here, marigold in that pot. A bunch of other little peppers and stuff in there. And then I've got a couple marigolds planted in here, and the rest are tomatoes. Then there's all the extra rogue plants coming up around the tomatoes. I might try to dig some of them out and see if I can put them up, but we'll see what happens. Got some more peppers up here in these little bitty pots. Then up there in those pots right there, I've got it's a succulents in the cactus family of a sort. I don't remember what the exact name of these are, but I'd have to look it up for you real quick. But anywho, that's about the gist of it, Fist. Noisy neighbors, gearing up to sell some produce. It's already getting hot. Well, gardener's chores are never done. Happy gardening, Fist. Y'all take care, and if you don't, I'm sorry.